Okay, hello everybody. Hello and welcome to today's gameplay stream. I don't even know if there's going to be a second gameplay stream today. It all depends on what happens with my voice. As you can hear, I sound incredibly hoarse. Just like yesterday, my voice is not doing so well. Sadly, my cold has advanced. I no longer have any head congestion at all, but now my throat is swelling up and getting all kinds of congested. I've had this cold now for a week and a half, still trying to shake it. It sucks because I'm really not doing anything to strain myself or anything. It just won't fucking go away. But honestly, this isn't surprising because Leanna had it too. And her cold lasted over 2 weeks. So I caught it from her. Obviously, I'm getting the same kind of nasty cold she had. And if anything, right now she's finally getting over it, which means probably within the next week I will get over it. But it is what it is. I have to tough through it. Because if I don't tough through it, I get even further behind. And as you guys and gals know, I am in the middle of 4 gameplay throughs, okay? Yesterday I finished up the story of Final Fantasy 15, but that game has a ton of post-game content. Alright, a ton. Including optional boss fights, optional dungeons, all kinds of stuff that is, people are saying upwards of 10 plus more hours of gameplay content in that game in order to see everything there is to see in it so that I can formally review it. I am more than halfway through Dead Rising 4. In fact, from what people have been saying, probably 1 to 2 more sessions and I will complete that game. In addition, The Last Guardian, right now we're going to play, okay? And, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. But it looks like I should finish it today on stream, about 3 to 3.5 more hours of gameplay. And hopefully my voice freaking holds out for it. So yeah, that will be today, and hopefully I complete it, which means that this will probably end up being the game that I review first out of all of these ongoing playthroughs. And then I'm also playing Pokemon Moon, but as you know, I haven't really been playing that much at all. That's kind of been the back burner game because I always knew that was going to probably be the longest playthrough along with Final Fantasy 15, okay? So, that being said, once I finish with The Last Guardian, once I start getting through these games, I can get back to Pokemon, alright? The only new game coming out in the next week is The Walking Dead Season 3. And that is coming out on Tuesday. So, 2 episodes of that supposedly coming out on Tuesday that I'll be covering. So, outside of that, I'll be able to focus on all these other games and try to get through them and try to finish them up and review them in the next week or so before Christmas. And what I'm hoping is that I can get through most of this stuff by Christmas, because for Christmas Eve I want to do a WWE Sims special. Holiday Sims. Possibly on Christmas Day, I'd like to do a more chill stream where I kind of just play through a few silly things and talk with anyone who's available to be here on Christmas. Because I don't know who will be, but I certainly don't want to work all day on Christmas either, okay? Man, I know I sound horrible, by the way. It should get better over the course of the stream. Yesterday started out exactly the same way. And then after like a half an hour, it started sounding better. It's just because I haven't been talking at all, So, my throat will get better. It's just going to take a while here. I am on the Mucinex, and I got a lozenge in my mouth, and it's swollen and fucking strained, but it's going to get better. So I don't really have much to talk about today. I don't really want to do a long formal plug segment. I doubt we're going to get many people here on the stream, because people really don't care about this game. That's the bottom line. It really does seem like The Last Guardian is one of those games that's completely diversive. Either you really like this style of game from this studio who made Ico and Shadow of the Colossus, and you like the artsy kind of game where the plot isn't necessarily fully explained to you. You have to figure it out for yourself, but it's got this cute connection between the creature and the kid and all of that, right? Or the flip side of that, you may hate it. You may think that the game is outdated. You may think that the game for a $60 release is completely just has tons of shortcomings. And that it's just not good at all for a modern game. Considering the game's been in development for 10 years, I would not be surprised if people say stuff like that. Yes, my throat sucks. So, we'll see firsthand, because the thing is, a lot of people have said, oh, it's all about the conclusion. The end of this game gives you the feels. The end of this game really gives you this feeling of overwhelming emotion, and that's why all these game reviewers came out and reviewed the game so highly and said that it was a great game, an amazing game, a game that everyone should play, game of the year. I'm not even kidding you. I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of these fucking hipster, artsy, fartsy fucking mainstream game reviewers say that The Last Guardian is game of the year. Not even kidding. I guarantee you people will. So, we'll see. You know, I judge it at face value. And, you know, there's some things I like about the game, but there's a lot of criticisms I have of the game, okay? So that being said, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to judge it at, you know, what I feel once I beat it. You know, there's a lot of games this year, in particular this year, okay, that have had a ton of gameplay for $60, you know. Just think of recent months, games like Dishonored 2, Deus Ex, right? Final Fantasy 15. You can compare it to, you know, games like earlier this year, Dark Souls 3, Uncharted 4. These were all games that had long, robust experiences for $60. You gotta compare it to The Last Guardian, a game that's basic platforming with no story for $60. And way shorter, right? So, I guess we'll see. Alright, well, like I said, I don't even think I'm going to do any plugs or anything today because my voice is so hoarse. It wouldn't make any sense. You know, try to do plugs and lose my voice doesn't make any sense. You guys know what you can do to help me out between my Loot Crate, you know, referral code and discount link, between following me on Twitter, between KO Gaming, where I'm going to start reviewing games soon. The Last Guardian will be the first one. My Patreon, which, again, I want to throw that out there. I know that this month there really hasn't been a focus on Patreon because I started streaming on Twitch, and everyone is Twitch, I know. And I'm appreciative of that. Tons of people have subbed to my Twitch. People come out every day to throw me some bits. That's awesome. But Patreon is very important. The Patreon support is what allows me to continue doing this as a job, okay? So please consider, if you haven't, and you like what I do, and you appreciate the fact that here I am toughing it out through this fucking cold every day to be here for you and cover the new games, please consider pledging to my Patreon, alright? And of course, my girlfriend Leanna has her own business, The Black Current. She sells handmade glycerin soaps and wax tart melts. Great idea for a last-minute gift or either in a belated gift for Christmas. If it's already too late for you to buy and get it in time for Christmas, you might still want to order. And, you know, something for yourself or someone right after Christmas. Okay? But don't take my word for it. Check out her website, you know, which is flashing right now between all of my different various links on the screen. For customer testimonials, people who firsthand have said that her stuff is great. Okay? Alright, well, I guess that's it, everybody. Let us go ahead and get ready. I'm going to start playing Last Guardian. Let's finish this up, okay? So if you remember where we left off, okay, I had run into the other creature. We don't even know what the hell the name of this creature is. But there's a second one. And I don't know what I was supposed to do. I had platformed around it, and then I couldn't figure it out, and I ended up getting killed. So today we're resuming right from where I left off. I'm assuming, actually, I should probably boot the game. Just to be sure. I'm booting it right now. Just to be sure that it's we're going to resume where we left off. But let's see what happens, okay? Alright, everyone. That's it. For the pre-stream, let's get started with The Last Guardian. There you go.